They will turn your entire world upside down into a desperate and destructive connection with them. The truth about this relationship you had with the narcissist in your life manipulated and controlled you into a state of desperation for their approval or the desire for affirmation and reciprocal love. But there was never any love inside of this relationship. So they will turn your whole entire world upside down and inside out in a desperate and destructive connection, or into a desperate and destructive connection with them. And the truth about this relationship that you had with the narcissist, it was not a traditional relationship or even near a traditional relationship. On your part, you worked so much harder for this relationship to become viable and real, and you put all of your time and your energy and thoughts and perseverance into this, and the end result was you being devalued and more than likely discarded and abused every step of the way. So the narcissist was cruel and made you beg for the smallest validation from them. They forced you into believing that change had to start with you or else, and this was the most painful experience of your life. Again, nothing even near real or traditional about this. So when they were love bombing you, they were showering you with their amazing charm, attention, gifts, and compliments, and they only pretended to be the love that you dreamt of, or exactly morphing into that dream that was very personal to you. And they did this through mirroring. They were preparing you for the psychological and emotional erosion or abuse. Nothing traditional about that either. Oh, the amazing love bombing. The relationship is always in contention, was always in contention with them, and you were always the cause of everything wrong. You always sensed from their words and actions that you might be replaced at any time. And in reality, they were always working on replacing you. The more disorientated and distorted your mind becomes, the better the narcissist is off. So this narcissist is basically hijacked. Your every thought, every minute of every day is consumed by thoughts of them, but think about their actions and words. Were they ever positive or nourishing or affirming? No, they were disorientating and negative to keep you off balance and keep you questioning your worth and your reality in order for them to be in control. So a narcissist, they create this unpredictable lifestyle with things like lies and games and gaslighting, manipulation, betrayal, and every other tool they use in order to abuse their targets or their victims. There's nothing traditional about this. You must understand that you were living a very unhealthy lifestyle. This was not anywhere close to a viable relationship. It is subjugation and oppression of a human being, and your strongest sentiments towards solving all of the mystery around them, as well as proving yourself over and over again, constantly played with and tricked your mind into believing there was something so powerful about them that you kept hanging on for dear life and stuck in this horrible maze of their abuse. It's always high adrenaline rushes with them, so they create this chaos and this drama, and they discard you, and your whole entire world seems to completely fall apart. It's pure panic and pure devastation. Nothing is traditional about this. Narcissists also destroy the integrity of their latest target or victim, and they are claiming that you are the abuser, that you are mentally ill, but the victim is the one left broken and traumatized from all of the abuse. And narcissists will always enlist their entourage of minions to carry out the message that you have hurt them in every way possible. Meanwhile, the narcissist has sailed off into the sunset with their new supply and the new and perfect love of their life, but yet that is another lie and another facade yet to be left uncovered. And with a normal relationship, both parties usually have enough mutual respect for one another that they don't harbor hate. So that's the kind of that is what the narcissist does when you part ways. Nor do mature people play games like a high school child trying to inflict jealousy and intentionally being cruel, and there is nothing traditional about that. So the narcissist will always accuse you of exactly what they are doing, exactly what they have done to you. Narcissistic projection is huge. And if they were a real target of or a victim of abuse, they would not be unaffected by it, nor would they be moving on to a new love so quickly. The true target or victim exhibits the trauma from this abuse and has to spend many years recovering, as narcissists only use their stories about us to lure in new supply and new flying monkeys with their woe is me, pity me approach. And so be assured that narcissists don't spend a single second recovering from the love they proclaimed or the abuse that you inflicted upon them. They were loved unconditionally. They were cared for, respected, given compassion, nurtured by you, who is the target or the real victim. So in all of that, what would they have to grieve? They are sadistic and cruel to act out in the manner that they did, and they do this to good and kind, loving people. It's horrendous to abuse people. But how delusional and cruel to add another layer onto the abuse by accusing the very person that they have abused of abusing them. There is nothing traditional about this. This is what defines these toxic and non-traditional relationships with these creatures. It's not a straightforward recovery, but instead one that it requires a strong dose of education as well as a strong arm to pull that target or that victim out of that relationship, get them into therapy and get them into the support that they need and that is available. You are not just grieving a relationship, you are grieving the destruction and loss of your sense of self from constant abuse. And there is nothing traditional about that. My name is Sara Ann Brown, and this is Narcissistic Abuse 101.